Decker of the starship Odin. We were ambushed by pirates and had to abandon ship. Our escape pod has crash-landed on a small moon in the Epsilon Tauri system in Grid 14. There's a comet headed straight for us. If anyone can read us, we need immediate evacuation. Repeat, we need immediate evacuation.
Odin, this is the starship Intrepid. We read you loud and clear. We're on our way.
Affirmative, Intrepid. The sooner the better.
There they are. Ensign Harris, lock on to the distress beacon from the escape pod.
Aye, Captain.
Captain, the pirates wouldn't have let the pod escape if they thought anyone could survive. The comet will impact the surface in 97 seconds. The blast will most likely liquefy half the moon.
Lieutenant Wilson, can you get us there in time?
I think so, but it'll be tight, Captain.
Do it. Ensign Harris, prepare the isomagnetic grapple. We'll only get one shot at this.
Grapple engaged.
Do we have them?
Got him, Captain.
Wilson, engage the thrusters. Harris, reel them in. Now that was close. Wilson, take us home.
Excellent work, Captain Tanner. Please give my congratulations to the crew. I'd do it in person, but I'm afraid you won't be coming home just yet. An emergency situation has come up, and you've now got new orders. Put the Odin crew in a shuttle. Hospital ship Mercy is inbound and will pick them up. Please switch to a secure channel.
What's our mission, Admiral?
The Odin was on an important mission to locate several alien artifacts of great antiquity. They are components of an ancient machine of immense power, namely a wormhole generator. This generator does away with the physical limit that restricts starships from entering hyperspace too close to a large body, such as a planet or star. It gives its user nearly instant access to every planet and star system in the galaxy. Despite our best efforts, the pirates of Perseus found out about the Odin's mission. The result is pretty obvious. If these pirates were to get their hands on the generator first, they could then raid any system almost instantly. They could well be on their way before we even know they'd been there.
Looks like we'll just have to beat them to it.
Agreed. With the theft of the artifact from the Odin, a holographic scan of it is now all we have left. This particular piece seems to be a locator map as well as a key piece of the generator. I'm having the scan uploaded to the console of your science officer, Lieutenant Vega, as we speak. Your mission is now the same as the Odin's was: to decipher the clues, find and secure the pieces, and then assemble the generator before the pirates do.
We won't let you down, Admiral.
I know. That's why you got the mission. The future of the galaxy depends on you. Good luck. Celine out.
Harris, give our guests our best shuttlecraft and then show them on their way. Vega, I'll need you and Wilson to start deciphering the map.
The artifact is very ancient. I'd say perhaps 2 million years old. It appears to contain significant amounts of europium, an extremely rare element in the universe. After a brief analysis of the holoscan image, it appears that the artifact is actually a type of Rosetta Stone. That is, a key to translating the alien language. Fascinating. Running it through the computer now, I'm afraid we'll only be able to get a rough translation.
That symbol there, with the small sphere attached to the larger sphere. Could it be a planet orbiting a star? Or perhaps a moon orbiting a planet?
Great. That only narrows it down to several billion possible systems. Any other ideas?
What's that other symbol next to it? It sort of reminds me of 6 water molecules connected together. Wait a minute. I recognize this. It's ice. Look at how the water molecules are arranged. But that doesn't make sense. The outer parts of most star systems have a lot of ice.
He may be right. It does look like a diagram for ice. The translation is coming through the computer now.
The symbols appear to translate as near large blue star.
That must mean a blue giant in our stellar classification system. Computer, how many stars fit that description within 100 light years of our present location?
There are 2.
I don't suppose you can narrow that down any.
No.
Wait a minute. If the artifact was created that long ago, it's very likely that a blue giant would have aged into a red supergiant. Computer, how many red supergiant stars lie within 100 light years of here?
There are 3. Would you like me to narrow that down as well?
Can you?
No.
Somehow I didn't think so.
Captain, Betelgeuse is the biggest and closest of the red supergiants. It's over 1,000 times larger than the size of an average star.
Any ice in its system?
Other than the usual comets, there is one ice world.
All right. Let's try Betelgeuse first. Everyone to hyperspace stations. Wilson, charge up the hyperdrive.
Captain, this may be a no-go. Betelgeuse is a quarantine system. The star is about to go supernova.
You're right, Wilson. Red and blue giant stars can go supernova, and Betelgeuse is at the end of its life cycle. It could go any time. Well, since we don't want to get fried, let's play it cautious and drop out of hyperspace near the outer edge of the system. Lock in the coordinates. Prepare for hyperjump.
Aye, Captain. Coordinates locked in. Hyperdrive engaged.
Radiation alert. Radiation alert. You are now entering a quarantine sector. Immediate course adjustment is required.
Computer, override warning. Code Alpha Tango 6442.
Override accepted.
Sir, the buoys that monitor Betelgeuse recorded a neutrino spike in this system about an hour ago. It was off the scale. The most likely explanation is the implosion of the star's core.
Implosion. As in the opposite of explosion?
Right. The center of that star is collapsing in on itself.
Which means we're about to fry, right?
Which means that we may have about an hour or so, give or take, before the star goes supernova.
Give or take what?
About an hour. It isn't completely predictable.
All right, let's make this fast. I don't want to spend any more time here than we have to. Wilson, lay in a course to the ice planet. Vega, start a detailed scan of the surface.
I'm not detecting any europium.
Right. Wilson, set course for the next star on the list. The clock is ticking.
Warning. Radiation levels climbing.
Hold on, Captain. I've just thought of something. Whoever built the artifact did so over 2 million years ago. They wouldn't have seen this system the same way that we do today. Betelgeuse was much smaller back then. When it ran out of hydrogen in its core, its outer layers ballooned outward. The star has expanded enormously since then, swallowing the inner planets and warming the outer ones. There is a pretty good chance that some of the worlds that were once covered by ice are now covered by water.
Makes sense. Full system scan.
Sir, one of the planets is a gas giant with 23 moons, and one of those is covered in liquid water.
Wilson.
Yes, sir. Already setting course.
Wow, we're about to find a 2 million year old artifact.
Proximity alert. Proximity alert. Ship entering system.
Captain, an unidentified vessel is entering the system.
Great. As if a supernova wasn't bad enough. Battle stations!
Captain, the pirates appear to be heading toward the ice planet, just like we did.
I don't think they've figured out yet that the system has changed. They're looking for it in the wrong place.
Wilson, get us around the limb of the gas giant. Once we're behind the planet, we can use its extreme magnetic field to hide from their sensors. It won't take them long to discover their mistake.
Sensors are now picking up a high concentration of europium, 800 meters beneath the ocean's surface. Transferring coordinates to the drone now. If the pirates haven't detected us yet, they soon will.
Launch the retrieval drone.
Aye, sir. Retrieval drone launched. Captain, the pirate ship is inbound. They're moving fast. We have the artifact.
Warning. Radiation alert. Supernova in progress. Suggest immediate departure from this system.
Captain, that can only mean one thing. The shockwave has rebounded from the core's collapse and is passing through the star's surface.
Wilson, take us in closer to the moon. That'll increase our speed and give us some protection from the radiation.
Unfortunately, it won't be enough. Radiation is already approaching dangerous levels. We need to leave now.
Incoming message from the pirates. Universal translator online.
Starship Intrepid, power down your engines and prepare to be boarded. We will take what is ours. If you resist, you will be destroyed. Repeat, if you resist, you will be destroyed.
Well, this could certainly be going better.
Ignore them. Cut transmission. Harris, charge the weapons. Wilson, lay in a course away from the planet. We've got to get to a safe distance. Return fire! Anti-proton beams! Full spread! We're not clear yet. Wilson, head for Lagrange Point 2 on the far side of the planet. That's where the planet's gravity is balanced with the star's gravity. From there, we can jump into hyperspace without having to get outside the local gravity wells. Everyone to hyperspace stations.
Captain, are you sure about this? If our calculations are off by even a fraction, we'll miss the jump, fuse our engines, and get cooked by that supernova.
It's not like we have much choice. Power up the hyperdrive.
Warning. Radiation alert. Levels now approaching critical.
Approaching Lagrange Point 2. Captain, where should we jump to?
Anywhere but here. Prepare for jump.
Hyperdrive online. Syncing with trajectory. Engines engaged. Did it.
Was there any question?
Well done, Wilson. We now have a slight lead on the pirates, and I intend to keep it. Charge up the hyperdrive. Vega, where do we go next?
The computer has finished analyzing the holographic image of the map. Now that we know that Betelgeuse is the correct starting point, we can now orient the rest of the clues with the alien star map. It would appear that our next destination is that Pulsar, Captain.
Understood. Lieutenant Wilson, full speed ahead.
Wow, look at that star. It's so small.
Never been up close to a pulsar before?
No, sir.
Vega, are we sure this is the right star system? Initiate a scan.
The dashes on the bottom of this symbol don't correspond to the rotational period of this pulsar. They're indicating a faster pulse rate than we're observing.
But pulsars slow down over time as they lose energy. Try extrapolating this pulsar's rotation rate back 2 million years.
Extrapolation complete, and it matches perfectly. We're definitely in the right place. Computer, What is the best translation for this symbol?
The symbol translates as either reflection or mirror.
The results of the system scan are limited. The high levels of radiation from the star make all our sensor readings suspect.
Those jets are amazing! They flash by just like a lighthouse.
The pulsar is the core remnant of a star that underwent a massive supernova explosion. As it collapsed, its rotation sped up. Those beams of energy are being concentrated and focused by the pulsar's extreme magnetic field.
We know that there are several second-generation planets in stable orbits around the pulsar. They formed from the debris left behind when the supernova destroyed the original planets in this system. Since we can't get a detailed scan from here, I recommend that we head in closer.
Wilson, set a course for the closest planet.
Scans aren't picking up much. If this artifact is the same size as the first, we should still be able to detect it, even with all this radiation interference.
All right, on to the next one.
Captain, I'm receiving an odd signal from the planet's surface. It appears to be an echo of the pulsar's beam.
The mirror. There must be some sort of transmitter on the planet that uses the high energy fields created by the pulsar to generate a signal. I have a lock on the coordinates of the transmitter. The artifact is probably close by.
Prepare to launch the drone.
Transferring coordinates. Launched. Drone retrieved.
Pirates incoming. Evasive maneuvers. Battle stations, everyone. Charge weapons and return fire.
Make sure you give those pulsar beams a wide berth. One hit from those puppies and our shields are toast.
What about the pirates? Would it knock out theirs as well?
Their shields are stronger than ours, but a direct hit from one of the pulsar's beams might be enough to overload their main power coupling. It could put them out of commission for a while.
Then this might just be our chance to recover the stolen piece. Harris, scan their ship to find out where they're keeping the artifact. Wilson, take us in close to the pulsar. Its strong magnetic field will bend our anti-proton beams. The pirates may not know that. Vega, calculate the magnetic deflection we'll need to compensate. I think it's time we went on the offensive.
Algorithm active. Let's just hope they don't figure it out too soon.
They're closing fast.
We're getting close to the pulsar's beam. Ready? Die! We've got them! Harris, disable their engines and send a retrieval drone over to get that piece.
It looks like most of their systems are down. I'm betting all their computers just crashed. A hard reboot could take them hours.
Charge the hyperdrive.
Captain, at their current velocity, the pirate ship won't clear the pulsar's beams for hours. The radiation will kill them long before that if they can't restart their systems quickly.
Space is dangerous. One miscalculation and you pay the price. I say we leave them.
Computer, how many life readings do you detect on the pirate ship?
Detecting 142 life forms.
Course plotted and laid in for the next system. Hyperdrive ready, Captain.
Mr. Wilson, you'd just leave those people to their fate?
Why not? Would they be worried about us if the situation was reversed?
He's right.
Well, we're better than that. We have to be. We can't just leave them here to die.
I agree, Captain. That would be stooping to their level.
All right. Laying in a course for the pirate ship.
Ready to grapple. We'll give them just enough of a tug to pull them out of the worst of the radiation. Their inertia will carry them on from there.
Acknowledged. We have a solid lock with the grapple.
Engage thrusters.
It's the pirates again. On speaker.
You scratched my ship. Nobody scratches my ship. This isn't finished yet, not by a long shot. You can run, but you cannot hide.
Oh, brother. Cut transmission.
I can't believe we just saved the same ship that's been trying to destroy us.
We all know it was the right thing to do.
I still say this will come back to bite us.
Harris, how's that drone?
There's been some radiation damage to its autonomous guidance system. We'll need to get it repaired before it can navigate accurately again.
Noted. Get started on that now. Wilson, prepare us for hyperspace. Set coordinates for the next location on the map. Everyone to hyperspace stations. Engage engines.
Engines engaged.
What a rush! Now all we have to do is find the next piece of the generator and get it before the pirates do.
It's not going to be that easy, I'm afraid. This part of the map has a line instead of a dot for the artifact's position, and the line is light years long. We'll have to search this entire sector to find it, and we'll need to do it fast if we want to stay ahead of the pirates.
I don't see any stars nearby.
Well, there are plenty of them out there. They're forming out of the gas in the nebula. However, most of them are hiding inside disks like that one. That is, until the star's energy is able to blow the unused material off into space.
So where are we going to look exactly? The map seemed less than specific.
Well, all the artifacts so far have been on either planets or moons, right? Since there are far too many forming star systems near the map line for us to search in time, we've got to hope that the clue can help us narrow it down.
Computer, what is the translation of the symbols for this clue?
The translation is wandering nomad.
Doesn't the word planet also mean wanderer?
You're right. A wandering nomad must mean a planet that has no parent star. A rogue planet. During planetary formation, it's fairly common for planets to be ejected from young star systems due to the induced gravitational chaos.
Continue scans directly along the line plotted between the stars. Whoever made the map couldn't have known when the objects would be found, so they had to take into account the fact that this planet would have moved significantly.
Captain, rogue planet detected. It's far enough away that we're going to need to make a very small hyperjump.
Lay in a course. Everyone to stations. Wilson, charge the hyperdrive.
Course plotted and laid in. Engaging the hyperdrive.
Take us in, and keep an eye out for the pirates.
I'm reading a Europium signature on the far side of the planet. That's it. We've found it. Hey, parts of the planet's surface are unusually warm. How could that happen this far out in space? It's too far away from the heat or light of any star.
Radioactive decay deep within the planet produces heat, which then rises to the surface. This process can go on for a very long time, especially in a planet this size.
I found it! The Europium signature! Bad news, though.
What's wrong?
It's inside a narrow canyon. With the damage to the drone's maneuvering system, it'll never be able to navigate down there. And engineering says it won't be repaired for another 2 hours. How are we going to retrieve the piece?
I guess we've no other choice than to take the ship down there.
But if the pirates arrive while we're in the canyon, we'll be sitting ducks.
We'll just have to risk it. The stakes are too high. Auxiliary hull lights to full. Lieutenant Wilson, stay sharp. We're going in.
We've got it! Now can we get out of here?
Take us up, Wilson, and charge the hyperdrive.
Do you think the pirates have given up?
They must have. They're probably still trying to get their life support systems back online.
Never underestimate those thugs. That's exactly how they want you to think. And it could not only cost us the artifact, but the ship and our lives. Everyone to hyperdrive stations. Set course for the last piece.
Drive ready, course plotted, and laid in. Engaging the hyperdrive.
No sign of the pirates. We may just make it. Harris, go below and see if you can help them get the artifacts assembled any faster.
According to the star chart, this should be the right place. Computer, what is the translation of the final clue?
The translation is a spark in the night.
Are there any other possible translations?
There are 17. A light in the darkness. A glow in the dark. A blaze in the shadows.
Thank you, computer. That should be enough. Wilson, I know it goes without saying, but you'll want to give that monster a wide berth. If we get too close, the tidal forces will tear us apart one atom at a time while the radiation cooks us. Our shields are of little use at that point.
Could the black hole be the darkness?
I don't think so. A black hole is an object that has so much gravity that nothing, not even light, can escape. It would be darkness without light. Not only that, the powerful gravity near the black hole really couldn't provide a stable enough environment to store an artifact for any length of time. It must be something else.
So is the light the companion star?
That doesn't make sense either. That star is so hot that it would vaporize anything nearby.
Anything on the scanner?
Initial scans of the system are coming up empty. It appears that all the radiation from the black hole and its partner are masking the object's signature. However, our scanning range is extremely limited.
It looks like we're going to have to do this the hard way. Wilson, plot a course around the system. We'll try localized scanning. That should help us detect a fainter signature.
Captain, the engineers just finished assembling the pieces. When the last connection was made, the whole generator started glowing. That didn't happen with the first two pieces, but it sure is noticeable now.
Since we're only missing one piece, the wormhole generator may be starting to power up. It may also be sensing our proximity to the last object.
If our pieces are glowing, is there a decent chance that the last one, out there,
Might be
doing the same. Of course. Scanning for a similar signature. I have it. It's on the dark side of that planet.
This planet formed after the massive supernova that created the black hole. Over time, gravitational forces have caused the planet's rotational period to slow down and match its orbital period. In other words, its day is as long as its year. Even though it still rotates, one side of the planet always faces the black hole and its companion star, while the other one always faces away. Whoever left the artifact would have known that the dark side of the planet would never see light.
A light in the darkness.
ready the retrieval drone. Launch. We've got it! Wilson, prepare us for hyperspace.
Pirate ships appearing off the port bow.
Battle stations. Evasive course to starboard. Looks like they've finally got their systems fixed. And is it my imagination, or do they look a whole lot angrier than before?
Pirate ship emerging to starboard. And another to aft. And another.
Looks like they've brought friends. This was a trap from the very beginning. Might have been a match for one ship, but not 7. Wilson, take evasive action. Return fire. Wilson, get us out of here!
Out where, sir? They pinned us against the black hole.
Toward the black hole, then. Just get some distance between us so we at least have a chance.
Sir, we've sustained direct hits everywhere. Shields down to 67%.
Continue to return fire. All weapons.
Shields down to 36%. Forward shield at 18% and buckling. Targeting sensors are gone.
Main engines offline. Captain, we're drifting way too close to the event horizon of that black hole. If we cross it, we'll never get back again.
Incoming transmission from the pirate ship.
Put them on, Lieutenant.
Hello, Captain Tanner. It's a pleasure to finally meet you. I can see that your reputation is well deserved. You've been a most resourceful opponent. But now let's get down to business. Even you should be able to see that you're greatly outnumbered with nowhere to go, and that the artifact is now ours.
That's funny. Last time I looked, we still had it.
Technically, I suppose you're right. Well, you certainly won't have it for long. I had hoped to do this the easy way, but now you leave me no choice. I guess we'll just have to extract it from the burning remains of your ship. Of course, you could still surrender. I would personally make sure that your pudding was swift.
Did he just say pudding?
Sorry, Captain. Translator glitch. But I think you get the general idea.
No dice, Captain. We'll never give you the generator.
I don't expect you to give me anything. In fact, don't even bother to surrender. Instead, I think we'll just have some fun blowing your ship apart, deck by deck. Just think of this as a little payback for scratching my ship. All ships, fire!
Harris, if you have any other options for us, now would be a good time to let me know. Can the wormhole generator be made to work?
It's been assembled and hooked up directly into our systems. As near as we can figure, it draws its power directly from quantum vacuum fluctuations. Its power is nearly unlimited.
Power down weapons. Prepare to repel boarding parties. Let's let them think they have us. Harris, what do we have to do to activate it?
Just hit the red button. It's been routed to Wilson's console.
Captain, I think I found a way to set the destination for the generator. I just have to... Oh! Never mind. Our station just crashed. We don't know where it will take us, but there's a decent chance it will get us out of here.
Anywhere is better than here. Hit it! Quick!
In recognition of their heroism and gallantry, we do hereby award the crew of the Intrepid the Platinum Star. After a pitched battle at the Talaxian black hole, the Intrepid vanished completely. It has now been missing for 4 weeks and is feared destroyed. We hereby officially call off the search for this valiant ship and crew. Since there is also no trace of the wormhole generator, we can only assume that it suffered the same fate. While a significant loss for science and future travel, at least the galaxy is safe. We still haven't determined the source of the security breach that led to the pirates finding out about the generator.
Admiral, you won't believe this. The Intrepid is on the con.
Really? Put them through. Captain Tanner, you've been missing for weeks. Where have you been?
That's a long story, Admiral. Enabling secure channel.
We know you were at that black hole and then you just vanished.
Sorry about that, but we needed to use the wormhole generator to get us out of there. It took us a little farther from home than we expected. I did, however, bring you a souvenir of our journey back home.
Captain, that's the best composite of the galaxy I've ever seen. It must have taken your people weeks to put that together.
That's just it. It's not a composite.
But to get that shot, you'd have to be...
That's right. Outside the galaxy.
But a trip like that would take hundreds of years.
Or only a few seconds if you're using a wormhole generator that hasn't had its destination set. This is where we ended up after we disappeared from the black hole. Now, getting back is where it got really interesting.
I look forward to the full report. Great job and welcome back.